So if you've ever tried to buy stuff from the Nigeria Stock Exchange or the Nigeria Stock Market, you must have heard of CSCS and CHN number. What are these numbers? CSCS stand for Central Security Clearing System, while the CHN stand for a clearinghouse number. So this number, especially the CHN, is a unique identity in the stock market. Gone are those days, like if you bought shares in the past, those that bought shares back in the days like 2010. In fact, those that bought shares like my dad and his age grade, where they give you paper certificate for shares, that's no longer the system. You need this number because in that central security clearing system, there will be a number to identify you, and whether your CHN is your unique identity in the stock market. So a lot of you bought shares recently from the bank or wherever, and you were not given this number. In fact, the bank had to even email you to provide them with this number so that you'll be receiving dividend. Wow, and you don't have it. So I've gotten a lot of DMs like this. It's easy. It's not even an issue. You can generate it through your stockbroker, Meristem, ARM, and the likes, an accredited stockbroker. Still, you can also download any of the fintech platforms like AfriVest, Bamboo, and the likes. It will generate these numbers for you that you use to receive your dividend and everything. So it's always good to have these numbers ahead of time because let's say after like 15 years you want to recover these shares and you do not have this number, it's always a hassle. I'm going through the same thing for my dad. Some of his shares in EcoBank, I've been struggling with the registrar, that annoying registrar, to get back to me so that we can reclaim the share. So most times it's an issue when you do not have these numbers, right? If it's those days that they were giving paper certificates to have, but now it's easy. You don't even need stress, right? So it's either you are going through a stockbroker telling them to generate it for you, or you download the platform, and please try to stick to one CSCS and CHN number, right? And if you're part of those that bought shares in the past, like my dad, and you do not have these numbers, in fact you cannot even remember details about the shares, you can fill the email, you can go to the e-mandate form to check your name for the shares. But the thing is that some of them, their names do not appear there, just like my dad, his name is not appearing there. So you can contact the registrar and tell them about your shares, maybe show them evidence, whatever you have, provide them with your name, so they will give you details, get back to you, and lead you on how to go through. I'm sure we all know what the registrars those registrars are. You can check the company you bought the shares from, the registers they are using, and it makes it easier from there. I hope this video is self-explanatory because this CSA and CHN number is dealing with a lot of persons, so especially those that their parents are late. So I'll see if I can try to attach the link for the e-mandate form to this video. So catch ya.